A big play on the ground there. It goes for 30.
Field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate the total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the
penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard side. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll try the air now with Watson forced out to his left. Third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to get it running right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down carry for Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go! 190! 190! Come on. Check 3, check 3.
2nd down, Brissett going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check. Crunch. 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 Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On play action, Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. 8 yards on the pickup. There, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Target, target, target!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Go back.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a week.
It got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. I wonder what Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-men. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio! Hot! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
In important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One receiver left is Hilton. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Here we go! 190! 190!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
A first down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson just beating the play clock. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Sack, baby. Sack.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
Keep 15. Richmond.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things, because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. He'll try to punch it in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. Next. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, it's Watson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Flex round! Flex round!
Play fake, Brissett. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for him, and got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try and run some clock here at Barkley. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Brissett now on 2nd down. The 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play that took this one up. A handoff to Barkley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Here's Barkley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a ability to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Target.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
It's a great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a third one back. They still have a chance.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ohio! Ohio! Mike 56! Mike 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Brissett looks to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Saquon Barkley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.